Hey guys, it's Chelsa Messenger with Picks and Parlays. We're talking college hoops. Headed to the Big Ten for a bit of a rivalry matchup. Michigan State at Michigan. We've got a promo code. The code is March for 20% off the entire site at picksandparlays.net. The Wolverines are favored minus 12. Michigan 18-2 on the year, 15-5 against the number. Meanwhile, Michigan State 14-10 straight up, 8-16 against the number. But don't look now. Michigan State is getting hot. They're 4-1 against the number in their last five. Michigan coming off a big loss to Illinois, despite Illinois not having Io DeSumo. So we've got Sean Higgs, one of our experts, here to break this one all down for us. Sean, who do you like in the Battle of Michigan?
Yeah, we got a nice one here shaping up. You got the Wolverines, as mentioned. They just got walloped by Illinois and now laying double digits to your rival, Michigan State, who, I liked them against Maryland in the last game. That was a kind of a flat spot for them, I guess, as they'd say. But again, you mentioned they've been pretty hot beating teams, right? So I think they've kind of turned the corner from a bad rut. Okay, you're in off a loss. That's all right. But here you're getting double-digit points. Listen, Michigan, I think they should be penciled in for a 1 seed. I know everybody's high on Gonzaga and the Baylor Bears, but this Michigan team looks pretty good. I didn't really consider them a 1A type team like under the way the way Gonzaga and Baylor had been playing. But yeah, Michigan's that good, but I think this number is maybe a tick too high, thinking, hey, they got blown out. They're going to come in here and crush a team. Sparties, I think they're still a bubble team to get in the tournament, so I think they're going to have to really fight tooth and nail on this, but I think we could get at least a backdoor cover in this one. So I'll take Spartans in 12 points.
Yeah, it's really hard to take Michigan to cover that big of a number because I thought they looked absolutely terrible against Illinois. They did not look like, one of the top few teams in the country because I feel like everybody was hyping them up before that game.
You could lay an egg. Illinois is a good team. I've said it before. I got an Illinois future for a championship ticket there. They're not a bad team. They're a deep team. They're a talented team. And it's tough to run through the season and just dominate all the time. So you might get a hiccup here and there, which looks like they had. And, they got a desperate Michigan State team. I think they'll come out and play hard. It's Michigan State. It's not like somebody's going to there'll be nobody taking plays off in this game. Everybody's probably on Michigan to bounce back after a bad loss, but I just don't have Michigan State ready this low. I know they had a rough run of it, but it looks like they turned the corner to me. So I got to take the points.
Yeah, Michigan State has looked a lot better as of late because starting the year, they were one of the worst teams against the number, along with Duke. But, in their past five, they've won 3 games straight up as underdogs, beating a really good Illinois team and Ohio State. So, I think when you're talking about the Big Ten, it's really hard to lay those double digits because the amount of parity. Michigan obviously is kind of head and shoulders, I'd say, above a lot of these teams, but I think on any given night, it's really hard to lay double digits in the Big Ten. Looking at a total of, 140? I noticed Michigan is super hot to the under as of late, with an under hitting in 6 of their last 7 games, which is a little bit odd considering how good their offense is. But again, we're playing a number here. And then Michigan State, their totals are generally quite a bit lower just because, they're not as dynamic offensively as Michigan is. So we're looking at a total of 140. Sean, you have any leanings there?
On the over here. I will definitely take the over in this game. I think we're going to see some scoring here. Again, teams off losses. I think it's just a bad game, a little hiccup, bump in the road, whatever you want to call it. So I think we're going to see some scoring here. Both teams getting to the 70s, maybe like 84, 79 type affair here. So I like Michigan State. I think they're going to score. I think Michigan will score a little bit. So dog in the over.
All right, there you have it. That's our plays for Michigan State and Michigan. Great stuff from Sean Higgs. As always, Sean, thanks for joining us.